G'day from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. True Australian, right? Good morning, everybody. Yes, it's a beautiful day here in Vietnam, actually, or Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. My apologies. I'm just taking a break from work on the roof of my building where my offices are. That's downtown Ho Chi Minh City across there, across the beautiful river here. It's a beautiful day here, and that's District 1 over there, which is what they would call the central business district here in Ho Chi Minh City. There's, the backdrop of Ho Chi Minh City. It's a very dense city. It's about they reckon between 9 and 13 million people live here. Listen, I just wanted to quickly talk to you today about my experiences in the healthcare system. I can tell you that the healthcare system in this country is A1. Last year, I broke my finger and I went to hospital here. I was in it from the time that I got into the hospital to see the specialist doctor about my fingers, to getting all my X-rays, to getting all my X-rays done, ultrasounds, normal X-rays, going back to see the doctor, going to get my splint done, getting all my medicine. I wasn't even in the hospital 1 hour. That's right, not even in the hospital 1 hour. And this hospital is like a 5-star place. It's got all the latest equipment. It got everything. All the doctors, all the nurses speak English. They give you the best care. From the time that you walk in the door to the time you leave, I cannot praise it high enough. It's unbelievable, the care that you get. And they explain everything in detail. And, their follow-up is unbelievable. They say, you got to come back in 3 weeks for more, to follow up and see how you're going. They will text you, they will message you, they will phone you to make sure that you don't forget your appointment and that you come back. And the follow-up care, the customer service is A1. My experience in terms of breaking my finger, and don't ask me about how I broke my finger. Yeah, it was a stupid thing to do. I, look, I'm just getting older, right? My body is, as my wife says, my body is falling apart now. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, right? But anyway, um, so that was my experience last year when I broke my finger. This year, or actually in the past week, I had a few problems with my stomach. I was away traveling for work. I was in Da Nang and I had some problems with my stomach. I had to go to the hospital up there. Again, unbelievable, just unbelievable service. Again, perfect English. Wasn't even in the hospital, and I was in the hospital maybe I'd say an hour and a half, somewhere around there, because I had to do a whole lot of tests on me. And um, you know, just crazy service. Um, and then when I came back to Ho Chi Minh City, I went to one of the big national hospitals, um, and service there the same level. I was in the hospital most of the morning because I had to run, every many tests on my whole body to make sure that I'm okay. And I am, by the way, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm very glad that I ran through all the tests, because it basically becomes like a full health check, which I, by the way, get done every year here. But what I'm trying to say is that this, my personal experience compared to my experience in Western countries, the ones that I've been in, and from the stories that I hear from many friends around the world that are in other Western countries in Europe or the US or Canada or whatever, and the horror stories they tell me about the public health system or the health system in general compared to here, this here in this country, it is A1. I'm not saying that the health system in Vietnam is has some problems, because no country is perfect. We have different levels here, but I'm just telling you from my own personal experience, and I can tell you, I'm not visiting international hospitals here. In fact, I've never even been to an international hospital here. All the hospitals I've been into in Vietnam are either national hospitals, fully run by the government here. Okay, high level, the highest level national hospitals, or they are hospitals, what they call a public-private hospital. Okay, so it's private and government together. Okay, so I can only speak from my experience. If you talk about when I went and broke my finger, if you're talking about cost In Vietnam, we have basic insurance, which we pay for in our taxes, Vietnamese people and foreigners working here. But you can't use it at a public-private hospital. And at a national hospital, it only covers certain things. And then out of that, you've got to pay out of your own pocket. But healthcare is so affordable in this country. It is crazy, okay? So even when I went and broke my finger, and there are all the tests and all the x-rays and everything, I mean, if you're talking US dollars, it probably cost me around 65, somewhere between, 75 and 80 US dollars. This last week in Ho Chi Minh City, when I did the full health check and all the tests, it's somewhere around 150 to 180 US dollars. Okay? So the healthcare system in this country is very, very affordable. Not only is it very, very affordable, it is so efficient. And the doctors and the nurses are just so caring. Honestly, I tell you, I cannot fault them. I would rather be here and get sick than be in the same situation back in my own home countries, for sure. Each year here, I go and get a full health check done every year. And I'm telling you, all you men out there, particularly if you're over the age of 50 and over, please go and get a full health check done everywhere. Because you don't know what's going to happen to you. When we get older, we need it. I mean, women should too, but you know, us men, we don't like going to the hospital. We don't like going to see doctors. But I get a full health check done every year. From woe to go, everything you can imagine. And here, it probably costs me in US dollars just over, somewhere between 200 to 250 US dollars for everything. But, you know, when you're talking your full health and if you don't have your health, you don't have anything, okay? So any of you that even if you want to come and visit Vietnam just as a tourist, please, if you come here, first of all, get travel insurance. Always get travel insurance. If you can afford to come here on a goddamn holiday or particularly business, you can afford a couple of $100 for insurance for peace of mind. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you don't even use it. But it's peace of mind. And it doesn't just cover whether you get sick. It covers if a flight's cancelled. It covers if you lose your luggage or somebody steals your mobile phone or whatever it is. So please get it, okay? But if you come to Vietnam and if you ever get sick, and as I said, I'm going to do specific videos where I'll make recommendations on hospitals or the best ones to go to. Please be known that you're going to get the best of care here. You really are, okay? And even if you do have travel insurance, obviously, and you want to come here and you want to get a full health check done up here because obviously it's very affordable, obviously your travel insurance doesn't cover you for that. So you would have to pay that out of your own pocket. But I mean, come on, like compared to the service that you get here, what you can get here and what you pay for it, there's no way. There is no way that you can get that done in most countries, particularly in most Western countries. So, and then it's the same that goes for dentistry. Here in Vietnam, dentistry is A1. Now, dentistry tourism is huge in Vietnam because Vietnam's world-renowned for dentistry, world-renowned. And again, I'll do a separate video on this. I'll make some recommendations. But a lot of tourists now are coming here for dentistry because it's so good. The so affordable, and they're so good, and the service is so good, and what they do is A1. So that's about it for me. It's just a quick video today. So to everybody else, stay safe, be healthy. Jonathan about Vietnam.